Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and as you can see,
Energy low.
we're running out of energy. But we've gotten things welded up, and yeah, I'll show you what we've changed, and we're going to keep building the, I don't want to call it a battle barge, I don't know, maybe battle mine? No. Combat miner? Maybe? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But first, we have to get started. So let's go. Alright. Oh, happy Wednesday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic week. Happy holidays to those who are celebrating, no matter what you may be celebrating. And, yeah, just have a great Wednesday for those who aren't. Anyway. Alright, so let me show you what's going on, because last time we were together, we were just starting to weld this thing up. So we do have it welded up entirely now, well, for what we've built so far. We have all of our thrusters in, the forward-facing drill is in. Now, the reason I went ahead and built this in here was a couple of reasons. One, the Igors are movable. So what's going to happen is at some point I will probably build small, like, one-off locations for the mining. So when we find an asteroid, we'll have some materials with us. We'll probably find like a central point on the asteroid to build a couple of cargo pods, and then have basically just a small, very, very small mobile base. Well, I guess it's not really a mobile base, just kind of like a foothold base for the thing to attach to. So basically, this will fly around. The Igor will detach, latch on to whatever the temporary base is, pull all of the resources out of the asteroid. You can actually put the mining turret on there, the beam drill turret on it, and just let that thing run and come back a couple of hours later and see what resources are left on there and see what you've collected. So yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing is, well, eventually. But for now, we need to finish working on this thing. Now, I'm not going to say we're going to finish this entirely together right here, right now, but I want to show you what we've done. So the last time we were together, I showed you the entranceway. If you notice, we did spin this thing. I threw a pilot seat on it, a gyro, actually 2 gyros, and then just a bunch of thrusters to basically just keep it in place. Spun it around, locked it back down, stripped everything off of it, and kept working a little bit. So what we have here is we have the refinery in. We have one on either side, and these are mounted specifically this way because I just thought it was kind of interesting to have a more vertical shape in it, and hopefully when we're done it looks good. We'll find out. Now what I may end up doing is stripping those out at some point later and remounting them, or even mounting, because what I did think about doing was stripping the rounded pieces here that we've got, where we've got the 2x1 ramps giving us more of a cylinder shape. Stripping that out, rotating these, or I should say, yes, rotating these, looking at the forward face of them here, 90 degrees either left or right, clockwise, antediluvian, counterclockwise, whichever direction you might happen to like. And then stacking 2 of them on top of each other. That would give us basically a slightly different line, and you know, I might do it just to show you what it could look like. I might do that actually. In fact, let's do that. Because we'll have you out of there. Actually, you know what? There we go. Because I forgot I was in a gravity well. Alright, and go ahead and pick you guys up. So basically what the idea was is you'd come in and this would be the industrial area. And and then have, say, like a small engineering section down here where you'd be able to see what was going on with the ship. Something very similar to what we have over there with the LCDs. So we would have a series of displays built into the ship. You'd be able to come in and at a glance see what's going on, what resources do you have, what are you processing. Now the idea is that basically the refineries that are on board really are only going to be processing uranium and maybe platinum, which is one of the reasons why we went ahead and, if you remember the last time we were here, let's open this up. I'm not worried about it because there's no ice in there yet. We have the sorter here. So what the sorter is going to allow us to do is to basically not worry about resources that are coming back this way. The benefit of that is that if we choose to, we can turn off the blacklist and whitelist, which would then allow all resources to come through and hit the refinery. So if we get into a situation where we do need to be able to refine stuff, we'd be able to. But the normal mode of operation is that this will be turned on and filtering things. So we're only getting the energy, basically, that we need. And since we are sitting here now, let's go ahead and take this out. Ah! That would have been bad because that would have landed on the base. Okay. It's almost tempting to try it to see what happens, right? Alright, so what we were talking about here is, let's go ahead and change the color up really quick, is something like this, where we would have 1, 2, so that's 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we would do something maybe along these lines. Come on. I'll probably, if I do this, I'll probably flip them so that the text is on this side, so you get all the little detail pieces heading aft, you know, or even move these in actually, because originally it was in there. Okay, Bob, we're gonna be working Bob a little bit today. But, you know, that at least give you an idea of what I was talking about doing. Something along those lines. Now that Bob has gotten rid of the first one, we can go ahead and place these in here. That auto-rotate really irritates the hell out of me. All right. So if we do... probably do this and that. Come on. So just to give you a basic idea of what we're talking about here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably going to flip those. Alright, and then this would come out, which would mean all of these would come out. Alright, would we take that? Yeah, we'd have to take this out for the upgrades. But that also would give us a reason to have a keel piece here that would come over and wrap around. we could then do something like this to tie all of this together. But then I won't be able to make this well, I guess I could if I put windows there and a window here. Let me see here. If we do that, this is our walkway through. You know what I'll have to do is if I want to do this, because this would, the reactor would go away. You'd end up with basically the same thing we have here. Yeah, because if I really wanted to keep this kind of open, what I'm going to have to do is go enclosed. And we want dual windows. With lights. These really should be part of the vanilla game. You know? Alright. I'm actually kind of liking the way that this is working out, because you won't be able to see below you. But this would get us into probably the command section. I'm kind of liking the way that's working out. Alright. So come here, Bob. We're going to have you take that apart. And I'm not worried about where the connector actually lines up at this point. This is just basically checking to make sure things are going to work the way I would like them to work. Alright, so 7. And we want you to be that way. Like I said, I know that the connector is not going to match up. It actually matches on the conveyor block here. Poor Bob. He's just like, you just had me take this apart. Alright, so let's see. Because what I'm kind of looking at is some of the greebling. And I think I do like that direction better. But it does mean we end up losing a little detail piece there. This is what I do when nobody else is around. I basically sit here and just go, okay, what can I do to make things more difficult for myself? So take that out, take that out, and that's going to drop us this way, this way. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. And then this actually works out because of the way things were situated on this side. So we can take this out. Alright, come here, Bob. And then this will actually let me have 2 refineries for uranium and 2 for platinum. Oh, this could... This may get interesting very quickly. All right. Okay, so everything from there down. And did we get rid of... We did. Okay, so it gets rid of the smaller ring here. This block. And we're going to get rid of this block. And you're attached up there, so we're not going to worry too much about you. And all right. So now we go ahead and flip this thing again. Now comes the fun part of trying to get this thing to sit the way we want it to. I have to take that out. Oh, the reactor has to come out now. Alright, we can deal with it. It's fine. We're just going to throw it. I'm just going to throw one up here, I think. Of course, I probably should have taken the uranium out of it, because now the uranium's somewhere in the master system of... Yeah. Alright, let's go grab some... Actually, I'm not going to be able to get out of there. I need to go over here. See? Over-engineered. Alright. Okay, so you've got a whole lot, so we're going to go ahead and grab like 181 of you. Yeah, that's where it all went. Okay. And yes, that is a ridiculous amount of uranium for what we're doing, because it's basically keeping our lights turned on. That is the extent of what we're using that for. Alright, so now we need to get our refineries back in here. So we're going to take those. Can I? Yes. Yeah, one there. One there. Hey, there he goes. I think Bob's... oh, I have it. Crap. Oh, sorry, Bob. All right. So let's go ahead and get this in here. Now we just have to wait for Bob to take this thing apart. And bottom line is there. Yes. And there. All right. Now, this is going to make the system here, like the way that the conveyors are run, it will make it asynchronous, which is actually fine for me. I don't mind asymmetrical, I should say. I don't have a problem with things being asymmetrical. Some of the most interesting designs, in my opinion, are things that are not necessarily what you would expect to be beautiful. course, if you've been following this channel for any length of time, you would probably already know that. Let's go this way. And we're gonna flip these. Ah, crap. And we're actually going to keep these in the same direction. And I'll show you why here shortly. Excuse me, I have hiccups. There you go. And then I guess we could do something like this. And we'll repeat the process over here. What about down here? And then down here we're gonna have, I don't know, how do we want to do that? Because I could get rid of you for now. Could do something like one there, one there, and then what we would do here, because I kind of like having that detail there. I don't think I have the parts on me for this. Oh, no, I guess I do. Nice. I don't know if I want to do that or not. So I kind of, like I said, I kind of like that detail. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do windows. That would definitely, that would actually be an option. Let's see here. We need the 2x1s, not the sloped. Yes, I am greebling. Oh, I'm liking the way that's looking. I'm liking that very much, actually. Now, the one question I have is, are we going to be able to make this airtight? That's my my biggest concern. So if we get some light in here, you'd actually be able, you'll still be able to see that. We'll have the blocks behind it, which will close that in. This is technically enclosed, I believe. Could be interesting. So you are fully upgraded. So when you come through here, actually, what do you need for this? Really? Oh, I need more interior plates. Okay. We're going to put Bob back to work here in a second. Alright, so. Gets us the idea of what we need. Oh, you want to see something really frightening? 1,000 plates. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so the assembler array works nicely. The fact that you go through like 500 or 600 of them at whatever you're making at a time. Okay, that's actually kind of scary looking. We'll see here. All right, so that gets us. We have our cargo system. We have a form of processing. So we need reactors. We're gonna go a little ham with the reactors here. And I think we're gonna do this. We might even have these exposed. Yeah, we might even do this so that they're exposed. Let's see, these are 3 by 3. If we center them on this, I don't know. Might not work. Might have to load the hydrogen mod. Alright, so how do we want to run power on this? We have a couple of different choices here. We could go with reactors completely external. That could be kind of interesting. We could do inline internal. Let's see. Let's go. Let's do something like this. Come on. Yes, that'll work. And I know a bunch of you are probably wondering what in the hell is Hal doing. What I'm thinking here is these are
energy low.
Basically like clamps, like magnetic clamps that are holding the second piece, the engineering section, to the rest of the ship. Obviously, it is not actually detachable, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be. All right. And if we go like this, and we're going to rinse and repeat this on the upper edge. And so we end up with a, we come back to the cylinder design here a little bit. Let's go. And I'll figure out what to do with that shortly. I don't know, we might go something like that. That could actually work. I know I sound surprised, right? There you go. Yeah, that could work. And for you, we go rid of you, bring you in here. And we bring you over there. Could, actually, no. If we're gonna do that, let's actually use these things the way we should. Where we tie that off. There you go. We're gonna grab one more like that. Alright. Look at you. Starting to come together. Okay. Oh, come on. Alright. And we'll do some paint, some just tricks with different colors and things in here. We'll probably throw something in that give it a little bit of texture to break it up, like kind of like what we did with the walkways here. I may continue the walkway all the way over. I'm not going to be able to because we have that. Okay, I'll figure something out with it. Alright. Well, we have that. What is our width here? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 6. So we could do this. So if we did something like could be interesting. Give me a couple interior plates, please. Alright, so we end up with you like that. You like that. Where are we gonna bring in? Guess we could do this. So if we do
Energy low.
that, and then we bring in like that. here, here. Like this. Like I said, the whole point of what we're trying to do with this particular portion of it is we're trying to make it look like things are clamped together. We really want it to not be a standard shape, and so we're gonna play with it a little bit. There you go. And then I brought that back one more to there. Actually, you know what? No, let's bring this back to instead. And what we can do with this is we can go from here to there. Maybe this might work. I don't know. Let's see what we got going on here. So if we do that, yeah, that might work. Because if we went so I could repeat this. Let's see if we did that. All right, if we do bring this up 1, 2, oh, just realized I'm almost out of oxygen. That would be bad. Ooh, that was close. Okay.
Energy low.
Let's refill our oxygen tanks really quick. You're the only thing missing. Okay. That's easy enough to do. Okay, so let me take this out, take this out. And we want to get you. So we did 2 up, right?
Energy critical. What I'm really wondering is, can we get rid of most of this? All right, I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit. But what I don't have to think about is... There we go. Have one there, one there. And something like that, I think. Maybe. 4 large reactors should give us enough power for what I want to do with this thing. Oh, we're gonna have to do that. See, I am gonna have to play around with the design a little bit. But yeah, basically we're building a cage around the reactors. That might work. That might work very well. Okay. And then what I'm thinking is that we will get rid of this for a second. Helps if I spell it correctly. And how many plates do I have? I got plenty. Okay. And what I'm thinking here is we actually... There we go. So you go just like that. Just like that. Corner, window. There should be dual windows, right? Yes, okay. That will go into the new block. And you are also conveyor. So we have things that will be coming in through the drills into the cargo pods. All of our general cargo stuff will get locked over here. Uranium, ice, and platinum will come through here. 2 of these will be uranium, 2 of these will be platinum. We'll have, looks like I ran out of power. Well, I might be able to do our oxygen generators in here. Okay, let me grab some power really quick. It's the nice thing about the rover cockpit, you charge very quickly. We don't need much because I think we're gonna go ahead and call this one here. All right, so what we've got going on, we have our drill in the front. We will have 2 Igors mounted on the well, temporarily mounted on the top while we're transporting them around. So we'll have potentially three beam drills able to mine things. Hits the storage area. Uranium and platinum pass through, continue into the refineries. We've got areas tied in back here to our power, so as uranium is processed and refined, it'll hit our reactors. We have a walkway leading from the upper area in. This will be our engineering section, so I'll probably place walkways in here. Maybe have a set of stairs that come down so you can do maintenance on the reactors. And since this will be open to space, we'll probably put an airlock in here somewhere. Would make sense to put it like right here. And okay, so let me check this really quick. I want to make sure. All right. So in theory, it might pressurize if we close this off. Okay. Yep, look at that. It is airtight. Awesome. Okay, so we have a game plan moving forward. Oh, you know what I could do is I could have a second walkway down here. How many blocks is that? One block there. I could do that. Oh, that could work very nicely. Stairs down. Oh, that could work. Okay, so I've got an idea for how to handle this moving forward. We'll probably end up taking some of these blocks out on either side. Opening this up to space a little bit more. I know that sounds counterproductive, but hey, you know what? We're going to give it a try. All right. So, on that note, I am going to get out of here. This episode much longer than I was expecting. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. You know, you can also hit that subscribe if you just want to do something nice for YouTuber today. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Happy holidays, everybody, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff to break down and some more blocks to get placed. We can get this done.